As soon as freshmen arrive on campus, Career Planning reaches out to engage students with our services. The Institute for Career Planning is making it easier for students and alumni to manage their professional careers through a career management system called Handshake. Through this system, we are able to connect students with national and international jobs, in addition to internships across all majors. Handshake is not just an employer connection tool. It also helps our office communicate with students about opportunities, upcoming events and programs, career resources, and connects them to mentors. The addition of Handshake takes our jobs and internships to the next level and will contribute to our students' success.
Being a hockey player myself, working for the Penguins was a dream come true for me. I did a lot of hands-on work for 3 days during training camp. The development camp, actually the rookie camp, I was with a camera all 3 days, filming them, basically working alongside a part-time employee doing exactly what she was doing, interviewing the players after the practices, after their scrimmages, and also doing stand-ups alongside Selena Pompiani, who helped train me on the summer too on the on-camera work.
I chose Adrian College, one for basketball and then also academics, seeing as Adrian College is one of the top schools in the Midwest, and they also have my graduate program here, so it benefits me to be able to get my master's within 5 years. Where I currently work with Hans Bank. It's a small little company, Michigan-based, but I work in our smaller office in Tecumseh. I am a personal banker there who does common banking transactions, but since we have a smaller office, I tend to work more with client issues, open accounts, and I work with our branch manager and other financial planners with things that they need assistance with. Those things have really helped me and has set me up to be able to handle any challenges that life throws my way.
I was given the position of the marketing/digital media intern for the company Lenawee Now, which is the Economic Development Corporation here in Lenawee County. And I work closely with Sarah Stanley, who's the marketing manager, and we do a lot of social media content. I write a lot of blog posts, press releases, articles for the Daily Telegram, and that's really great for me for personal experience and professional experience because I'm trying to break into the field of journalism, which obviously is a lot of writing.
I started at Adrian completely unknown. I had no idea what I wanted to do. And so I took, we were able to take so many different classes. And from there, I thought maybe I'd want to do business. My dad's a business guy. My mom's a physical therapist. Oh, maybe I'll like something medical. And I literally took every possible different kind of class. And it led me to something medical. And so I thought maybe that I wanted to be a physical therapist initially. And so I started shadowing in the physical, within that, started taking exercise science classes. And from there, I decided I just wanted something more than that. I wanted to be able to treat more things, see more people, and that's where I really decided I wanted to do medicine.
The Institute for Career Planning is very proud to be front and center in contributing to the efforts of Adrian College to assist students in their future career preparation.
because now you're a graduate of Adrian College, or soon to be. And because of that, you move into a distinctive class of Americans. You are now part of the educated elite of America. People will have more expectations of you, higher expectations of you, more need of you than you probably realize right now. People will already start turning to you, looking at you, watching you, listening to what you say, because whether you think of it or not, you are now a mentor and a teacher to those around you. Think of those core values. Think of how you can transmit them to others. Think of how you can build the groups in your workspace or elsewhere around those core values. You're going to be called upon to lead, whether it's at work, whether it's in graduate school, whether it's at a PTA meeting, whether it's in church, whether it's in a sports club. People will look at you and expect you to raise your hand. And you need to do it, and you need to step up to that, and you need to drive forward what you have learned here and the values you take away from this wonderful, wonderful college. I'm proud to be a part of the 2019 class of Adrian College, the Cinco de Mayo class, forever known. And I wish you all the greatest of success in the years to come. Congratulations to all of you.
Welcome to Arrington Ice Arena here for Game 2 of this Adrian College women's varsity hockey matchup between the Adrian College Bulldogs and the Lake Forest Foresters. I'm Matt Kibbe today, joined by Trey Matthews, CJ Wade operating our top cam, and we got a bench cam down there, nobody on it, but we still got it. We're going to use it whenever we can. There's a good look at it for you. And Trey, how are you doing today?
I am doing great on this football championship Sunday, Kibbe.
It is, but first off, before we get to that game, we're going to have NCAA hockey here on the Adrian College Sports Network as Lake Forest wins the opening faceoff. Down in the defensive zone for the Foresters after winning the faceoff. Mitter has it. Now White up to Bates. She's at the point. She sends it down to White. White back over to Grundon. Grundon sends it back to Bates at the point. Wrister from the point. Gets through, doesn't hit, makes it. As White has it, she takes a wrister from the side, and the Foresters are able to regather and take it the other way. They send it up. Crossing over center line now is the Foresters as they head in for their first attempt of the night. Last night's game was a 3-1 victory in favor of this Bulldogs. Realistically, 2-1 as they had the empty netter with 4 seconds left. That score came from Miller. It was a beautiful play in front.
Right you are, Kibbe. Piotrowski and Miller, they're two players that people don't really look at because they look at the top other players for the Bulldogs because they have a lot of great girls on this team. So it's nice to get contribution from a lot of girls on this team by the Bulldogs.
It was going into the offensive zone, taken away, and heading down now with the Bulldogs as Von Ruden gets an interception in the offensive zone. She tries to tip it up. Rogers has it covered and will get a whistle. The goaltender, Rogers, was playing great last night, only giving up 2 goals. And I'll tell you what, I got a chance to call the game last night. Trey, you got the night off. What did you see last night that you're looking forward to today?
Well, the Bulldogs, they just need to come out striking like they did yesterday. I know the Foresters, they're not ranked or anything, but never sleep on your opponent because they're going to be looking for vengeance. They have a chip on their shoulder. So if you're the Bulldogs, just play on your toes, play your normal game, and just keep striking. Every time the Foresters strike, the Bulldogs got to strike back and try to either tie it or take the lead. And if you're down, don't put your head between your legs. Just keep on going.
All right, the Bulldogs have it now in the offensive zone, sent down. Foresters take it away. We're going to head the other way with it. But now O'Sullivan, the captain, has to take away in neutral zone ice, sends it the other way. DeVersa was going after it. But now the Bulldogs are on the defense here as the Foresters try and head in. Foresters heading in with Bellamo. She gives it up to O'Sullivan, the captain for this Bulldog team. Chambry has it. She sends it in. Yandova gets a save there with the blade of her stick as DeVersa is going to be the one that grabs it, and we're going to head the other way up to Chambry. Chambry dumps it in. They elect to go for a line change, giving it up to the Foresters from Lake Forest College. Now they're heading up. They're behind the net. Their goaltender, Rogers, giving it up. Chopokse, a little bit of confusion on the ice, going for a change as Barrett is able to come in and take the puck and head the other way. She sends it back to Grias. Grias is back there behind Rogers, looking for somebody to give it up to. Or looking for a shot. She does. She gives up to Anderson at the point. Anderson tries to can't get around it. Great defensive play there by Simon. Simon was the number 15 for the girls in red. Heading in now, the Bulldogs look to play great defense here, and they do. They're able to get it out. Foresters had a great attempt in front. Didn't even reach the goaltender, Yandova. Foresters dump it back in. That's Asphalt. And now it's down in the far side corner here in front. Goes back to the point along the half wall. Sent up, slap shot from the point. Couldn't get anything. That was Davis for the Foresters. Now Grias has it. And she dumps it into the offensive zone. Trapp grabs it for the Foresters. And she passes it over to her teammate. And they dump it in where Barrett's going after it behind Yandova. Can't get it out just in time, but Barrett's able to grab it and send it out. Now it's along the half wall in the near side corner. Bulldogs have it, heading the other way with it. That's White. And Buchanan comes in to help out. Can't do much there as Davis is the one that has to grab it for the Foresters. She has it now and gives it off to her teammate.
I'm liking this effort from both teams. I know we've only played about 4 minutes, but both teams are playing, like I just said 4 minutes ago, play with a chip on your shoulder because one team is coming out with some sort of statement, Kibbe.
Buchanan has it now. I would agree with you there. There's a lot of trying to figure out what's going to start out here as Buchanan has it, takes a shot and a save by Rogers with the leg pad. Heading the other way now is the Foresters as Grundon has to grab it and poke it away. Can't do it. The Forcers grab it. Bulldogs have it now as Grundon takes it away on the little lift. Umbaland is down there on the ice now with Buchanan. Buchanan sends it up to Perkowski. Perkowski tries to dump it across to Beland. Beland sends it in, and Rogers will get a cover.
I like that effort by Force's goalie right there, just putting her body on the line, taking a risk, and just diving for the puck, and that will lead to a face-off every time you hold it, every time.
Von Ruden's in the face-off circle for the Bulldogs, looking to take a victory here, and she will as Perkowski gets it and sends it back up to Grundon. Grundon over to Beland. Back to Grundon at the point. Slap shot tipped in wide in front of the net. Shot saved by Rogers. Beland is the one that's going to grab it. She sends it cross ice over to Bates. Bates has it. Slap shot from the point again. Misses wide on the blocker side. Rogers can't get a cover. It's behind the net now, and the Bulldogs looking to reset. Perkowski's the one with it. Tries to send it into the slot. Taken away by the Foresters. It's a tie-up between all the skates. Beland's trying to be the one that wins it. Can't do it. Grundon's going to have to come down and poke it down into the corner behind the net. Foresters finally get a chance to have it. That's Trapp with it, but Gruden keeps it in. Now going the other way with it is the Foresters, and taking away another neutral zone turnover for them, as it's now in the offensive zone for the Bulldogs. They will head after it as the Foresters try and clear it, and they can't do it just yet. Trapp has it. She pushes it up to her teammate, and now the Bulldogs have it again. Great start here and great pressure by the Bulldogs, not letting the Foresters escape the defensive zone here as Trapp has it now behind the net. She's going to be the one that brings it out all by herself, taking on the defense. Gets a little deep. She crosses over the center line, goes in, takes a wrister to Yandova, misses on the glove side wide. And Yandova is going to get a cover here with 14:27 left in this first period of action. The score, 0-0 here on the Adrian College Sports Network, streaming on the Adrian College TV YouTube channel, as well as on WVAC Adrian 107.9.
That was a great stop by Yandova right there. And for Lake Forest, they got to try to take every opportunity they can.
Bulldogs win the faceoff now. It's behind, wrapped around, but it can't escape the zone as the Foresters go after it. Dean is the one that grabs it at neutral zone ice. Can't just get it through as Carteret was able there, and O'Sullivan's going after it. O'Sullivan pushes it into the offensive zone where the Versa is there to try and grab it. Can't do much with it. She pokes at it, and it's going to wrap around the net where Dean is to grab it. Dean brings it up all by herself, sends it up to her lines mate, and they push. Shot in, dumped in, hits off O'Sullivan, and O'Sullivan clears it as Miller grabs it, heads in all alone. 1-on-2, she shoots and misses wide off of the defender.
Miller had 2 of the 3 goals for Adrian last night, just being an MVP yesterday. And as I said, people kind of overlook her and look at other girls, but I like that effort so far.
Yeah, she had 2 of the goals yesterday, the game-winning goal, and then also the empty net goal to seal the deal, as now O'Sullivan goes and grabs it behind the net of Yandova, and she pushes it up. She plays great defense. She's a 3-time All-American, looking to make it 4 as it slides in front of Yandova and clears, and Trapp's going to be the one that grabs it for the Foresters. Lake Forest here on the Adrian College Sports Network, 0-0 to score. 13-11 left here in this first period of action. O'Sullivan was pinned along the half wall, but it's taken away by the Foresters and tries to go after it. Can't do it. Like was the one with it, and she couldn't get through. Yandova didn't even see a shot. Shots in favor of the Bulldogs right now, 4-2 as Grias has it. She dumps it off the half wall, can't get through. Foresters take it away. Great play there by Davis. Foresters have it, crossing over into the offensive zone. Riley grabs it for the Bulldogs, and she's going to send it up over, and now Miter. Mitter correction there. That is my apologies.
Bulldogs are looking to see what they can do right now, because right now Lake Forest is coming out with some vengeance right now, playing excellent defense so far. So the Bulldogs are just trying to strike right now to make this a 1-0 affair.
Bulldogs have it now. Shepard with it. She crosses over the center line, dumps it in. She's going to wait back and let the forecheck develop on its own. Buchanan is the one going after it with Miter. She's down there now behind the half wall, behind the net, sent up to Shepard at the point. Shepard has it. She's going to look for somebody, can't get it anywhere as the Bulldogs take it or have it taken away. Buchanan lost her stick, and it's sent down into the far side zone where Barrett's going to be the one that recovers it and pushes it up. Long pass, 2-line pass, tipped in by Buchanan. No icing will be called. Or correction, it will be.
Only a handful of icings are called in the average hockey game, Kibby.
Yeah, it's very rare that you see it. Usually teams are trying on that long pass to at least tip it in so that you don't get the icing call. But in this case, Buchanan wasn't able to get the tip and will head down into the defensive zone for a faceoff.
Right now, the shots on goal is very low. The Bulldogs are leading that differential 4-2. And that's something I want to talk about because yesterday the Bulldogs had 40 shots on goal, whereas the Foresters only had 24. So the great defensive effort by both respective teams right now. And the score is what it is. And right now we're getting a delay in action. I think the ref is at the Bulldog bench trying to explain something to the coach. But that's what we're getting so far.
Foresters win the faceoff and a shot off the leg pad of John Yova, and it's going to be a save, and it's going to head the other way as it's under Van Ruden in the point. No whistle called as Van Ruden's on top of it, and there it is. Sun off in. No, the no whistle call. We have an icing now, and this will be called. I'm surprised they didn't blow a whistle sooner with coverage on the puck.
I also saw a couple of the players getting a little chippy with each other because they were just frustrated, but that's why we play the great sport of hockey. Sometimes tempers flare. Sometimes you go in desperation mode to try to make the stop, and it was so right there. So surprised no whistle.
So 11:30 left here in this first period. Foresters have it down in the offensive zone. A shot on Yandova, and she's going to get a cover here and a whistle, and we'll have another face-off on her glove side.
A goalie has to make a half a dozen great stops, and that was one of them right there by Yandova.
Last weekend, this NCAA varsity team, traveled to Finlandia. Trey, can you tell us about that series?
When they went to Finlandia? So, yeah, they outscored Finlandia 17-0. That's absolute domination by the Bulldogs of Adrian. And I love that so far. That's why they're ranked for a reason. They just put their foot on the gas pedal, don't look in their rearview mirror. They let no mercy onto the Finlandia Lions right there. And that's great, just to travel to Finlandia and just outscore your opponent right there. Makes the trip well worth it, Kibby.
It does. They won by the first game 7-0 and then 10-0 as the Foresters head in. The number 6 ranked Adrian College Bulldogs here at Arrington Ice Arena as it sent long pass from Bates to Diversa. Diversa heads in. She has a little bit of help behind her. She takes a shot from the red line and a save by Rogers, who was playing out of her mind yesterday.
Now, going back to what you just said a few minutes ago when they had to travel to Finlandia, it's warm in Adrian right now. It's about 48 degrees, but up in the UP, it's very cold. I don't think it affects a hockey game so much, but still, that was great effort by the Bulldogs, and we're getting ready for a face-off.
Rios wins the face-off. It's sent down where Miller's at. She can't get to it just in time. Garliardo's the one with it now. She's going to look to do something. She has it, takes a deke, heads in on her own, on the near side board. Foresters poke it away, get a chance to dump it away. Can't do it just yet as it's sent back to the Dean, the Forester player, on the play there. And I believe that's Bates down on the half wall. It is. She's trying to clear it out in neutral zone ice right in front of the Bulldog bench. She has it now. Crosses over Bruiser at center ice and sends it long ways into the near side corner and goes after it on the attack. Grias is down there with her, helping out on the forecheck, trying to get that puck and keep it in the zone. Foresters are able to get it out of the zone as Bates comes in, makes another great defensive play to try and poke it away. Can't get it out, though. Now it's sent down where Grundon's at, and we get a whistle, and I believe an offsides.
I want to talk about Nicole Galliardo real quick. She is the star for this Bulldog team. The Ford senior has 29 points, 15 of them assists, 14 of them being goals. She does a great job of making sure she gets her points across the board, but also getting her teammates involved. You like that as a team player and as a leader for your senior. They're going to miss her next year, wouldn't you say, Kip? And right now, it looks like the Bulldogs are sending someone to the penalty box.
Grias was just called for hooking, and the Foresters will head to the power play for 2 minutes here with 9:50 left in this first period of action. Down, setting up the power play. Nothing to score here on the Adrian College Sports Network as a shot came in, saved by Yandova. The shot came from Like. It's sent down being to the near side corner. Davis goes down, pokes it back up, can't get much to it. Shot from the point, misses way wide. Riley was there, and she grabs in, tries to clear it out of the zone. It gets out of the defensive zone and sent all the way the length of the ice, where Van Ruden will go after it. 1:30 left here in the power play for the Foresters. 9:15 left on the clock here in the first period. Van Ruden gets a puck on it, stick, sends it in. She's the one down there. She's going to try and kill as much clock as she can. Sent in front, the save by Rogers with a shot coming right in front from the pass from Van Ruden to Diversa, and almost a shorthanded goal here in the first period of action.
Shorthanded goals can be lethal right there because you have an extra skater, so if you're the person in the power play. So it was so close, but to no cigar for the Bulldogs. Just got to try again, as Rogers is just going to hold on to the puck right now.
Buchanan won the faceoff, and it was a shot that came from Miller. We'll just redo it here as Rogers gets another save. On the glove side here, if you're listening on the radio, it's the right side of the rink. Bulldogs working left to right as Buchanan has it, takes a shot, and gets a glove save by Rogers here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Still 1:04 left in the power play, 8:57 left in this first period of action. So far, it's been a great game.
It has been one heck of a game, Kibby. I'm enjoying it so far, and the fans are getting their money's worth so far, but we still got plenty of game left.
Foresters win the faceoff. They're trying to establish something, get down in the offensive zone instead of the power play for this last 50 seconds. Bates has it. She sends it along the length of the boards and the wall, and it's down to Rogers where she has to play it behind the net, and the Foresters will reset. Going to try and push here with 40 seconds left on the power play. 8:30 left here in the first period. Sent a long way, intercepted again. Pass is not looking as clean right now for the Foresters, but they recover, send it into the offensive zone, and they will at least try and set up for the last 30 seconds here.
Yeah, time is winding down on this power play. The Foresters, this is a great opportunity to try and score.
Shot from the point, saved by Andova. And now it's back at the point again. Sent along in front, shot saved by Andova. I think it missed wide and maybe kicked off of her.
Can't get it through Yandova's 5-hole that easily. Foresters are trying again. They got only 3 seconds left in this power play.
Almost an own goal inside and score! The Foresters will get the goal here as the time was expiring, and it was a shot in front. Maybe Diversa had a little bit of impact trying to poke it in, but Yandova just couldn't get a glove on it, and the Foresters will have a 1-0 lead here with 7:53 left in the first period.
Well, better late than never, Kib. Foresters were running out of the power play time. They were down to the final second. Bulldogs were about to get back to full strength, but at the last second, the Foresters score, make this a 1-0 affair. That was great opportunity, and like I said, better late than never.
Arliardo has the puck now, and I actually think they're going to count that as an even strength goal as time did expire as it went in. We'll see the official announcement soon as the Foresters are looking to expand the lead again. This kind of seems oddly familiar to last night as they scored the first goal of the game in the first period before the Bulldogs could counter in the second period.
I don't know, Kibby. Abby Grayus wasn't on the rink at the time. I know time winded down, but still, she wasn't on the rink. I don't think it would be an even strength goal, but that's not up to me. That's up to the officials.
It is. We have statisticians up here, the SID. They make the final announcement if there was even strength or not, and we have been waiting for the time as Riley sends it in, and we'll see what they elect here. Offside's the call, so Riley will have to get back onside as Trapp has it for the Foresters. Trapp heading in all alone, sends it in, can't get it through as the defense was strong there for the Bulldogs. Riley down there and O'Sullivan back on the ice. Sent up, Foresters have it here again. And pushed into the opposing corner on the near side. Foresters working right to left on your radio dial if you're listening on WVAC, Adrian 107.9 FM.
Shots on goal differential, pretty even by both of these teams. 6 for the Foresters. 6 for the Bulldogs, 7 for the Foresters. My mistake.
Sent up from Von Ruden. And Buchanan sent in front again, and Buchanan's going to grab it and head out with it. 6:15 left here in this first period. 1-0 the score in favor of the visiting Lake Forest Foresters. Poked in on the offensive zone for them, but it's sent back the other way and dumped down where Yandova is going to come out and grab it. Almost skipped in front of her, but Riley was able to grab it and send it back and push it over to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan just length of the ice, trying to kill all the time she can and just get the Foresters out of the offensive zone.
Icing was the call there. And like I said before, only a handful of icing calls in the average hockey game. Originated in 1931 when the Boston Bruins and the New York Americans would just repeatedly blast the puck down the rink just to annoy each other until league officials created the rule to tell them to knock it off. Get ready for a face-off in the Bulldog zone. 1-0 is your score with 5:53 remaining in period number 1.
Foresters win the face-off, and it's going to be sent back to the point where they're going to try and set up something here.
And they just called it an even strength goal by the Foresters. So even though Grayus was not on the rink, it still counted as an even strength as time did expire on that. And looks like we're going to get a penalty right now.
Lake Forest is heading to the box here as the Bulldogs will head on to the power play. Dean is the one heading to the box. It was called for interference, and the Bulldogs will elect to set up the power play here and get back into this game.
Great to get your special teams involved right here, and the Bulldogs can probably strike back right here and now, because right now the Foresters are short of a woman right now, and the Bulldogs are going to look for vengeance and try to score on this power play. So let's see what the special teams for the Bulldogs can do.
Bulldogs win the faceoff. Gagliardo has to come down to keep it in the offensive zone. Foresters have it. They're able to clear. Gagliardo tried to keep it in, couldn't get a good stick on it. Sent back to Bates. Bates pushes it up to White. White keeps it into the zone. Grias goes after it, comes back, grabs it, pushes it up to Gagliardo. She can't get it, and Bates couldn't keep it in the offensive zone as the Foresters are looking to get a breakaway opportunity, at least kill some clock. Can't do it. As that was Fanning on the play there, White has it now, pushing into the offensive zone, send it back to Gagliardo. Gagliardo sets everything up, pushes it at the point over to Bates. Bates tries to get a good stick on it, couldn't do it, sent weakly into the far side corner. White goes after it, sent down to where Perkowski is. Perkowski has it, looks for something, pushes it along the half wall up to Gagliardo. Gagliardo over to Bates. Bates down to White. White into the middle to Grias. Grias tries to push it in, can't do it, and it didn't even reach Rogers. The Foresters have it. They try and clear it, whiff on the puck, sent far side over to White on the half wall near the point. She dekes, heads in, shot, misses wide off of Rogers' leg pad, and Perkowski's going to grab the rebound behind the net. Grias has it now in the corner on the near side, and she pokes it up, and it'll reset as Bates grabs it, and White will head for a change. Grias has a slap shot in front, and saved by Rogers, and the Foresters aren't able to clear, but they get a whistle after it hits off the netting, and we'll have a face-off here in neutral zone ice.
Kibby, what we just saw was good planning, but unfortunately not well enough execution by the Bulldogs. The Foresters were doing a great job of just blocking shots, and also Rogers making a few great stops herself. So it was good planning by the Bulldogs to try and score on that power play right now. They have about 35 seconds to do so, but just not well enough execution against the Foresters, who are swarming them on defense right now.
Buchanan was falling down as she passed over to O'Sullivan, and a shot and saved by Rogers. This is one of those units on the ice right now for the Bulldogs that really likes to set up O'Sullivan at the point, deliver a one-time shot, and get it into the top shelf corner here with 30 seconds left on the power play and 4:08 left in this first period. Van Ruden takes the faceoff, tied up in the faceoff circle as Davis tries to clear it for the Foresters. Sent over to Buchanan, and a shot misses wide. It got past Rogers just a little too high, and Van Ruden has to come down to grab it where Buchanan is. Van Ruden helps. Little bit of tie up on the wall as Davis has it. She's going to go in one-on-one with O'Sullivan. She takes a shot, and O'Sullivan's going to get a block here. 5 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Foresters as they pin it up against the half wall in the far corner. O'Sullivan has it. Foresters return to full strength here with 3:35 left in this first period. Sent along the ice to Beland, and she couldn't get it as the Foresters have it. This is going to be Ashcraft. She shoots and save off the leg pad of Jandova. O'Sullivan grabs it. She's going to cross over center ice and heads into the offensive zone. All alone, no help as the team went for a change. She pins it up, and she's able to get it back to Diversity, who takes a shot, but it's saved in front, doesn't even reach Rogers, and the Bulldogs will have to reset as it goes into the neutral zone ice. O'Sullivan has it, and she's finally able to head up. She has it again, pushes it, and she is still on the ice here, playing like a captain as she finally goes for a change. Gagliardo has it. She's going to set up, wet everything, settle out, figure out what to do here. She crosses over center ice, heads in, all there, takes a shot and a blocker, saved by Rogers as the Versa gathers the rebound on the far side corner. Can't keep it in was Grundin, but she's going to have possession of it. She just decides to dump it, send it in, and Grias will go after it with the Versa. Sent along the half wall to Grundin. Grundin pushes it over to Bates. Bates to Bulldog teammate, shot and a save, and a great save there by Rogers, and she was able to swipe it away with her stick and push it the other way, but Bates is there for the Bulldogs in the defensive zone as the Foresters had a good opportunity maybe for a one-on-one. Couldn't do it. Foresters there doing what they can. They have the puck, and a little big hit by Bates as the shot came from just on the side of Yandova. She gets a save again, and now the play developing for Buchanan. She's going in all alone. Shot saved by Rogers there. Great save by the goaltender for the Foresters, and DeVersa sends it back in, trying to keep the pressure on. Foresters have it. They're going to be settling down here, trying to get the puck out of the defensive zone, and they do. Heading in, cross-ice pass into the slot, sent in front where Anderson is to grab the puck and push it the other way. White gets it now. She's going to be the one that tries to get it out and pushes it into the offensive zone. She can't. She sends it over. Long pass on the cross-ice pass And the Bulldogs are looking to keep the pressure on, but the Foresters are able to take it away, as that is for them. McLaughlin for the Foresters now with the puck down in the far side corner, looking for anything they can in front on the side of the net, and we're going to get a whistle and a save by Yandova. And what a great series of play there with 1:22 left here in the first period of action. 1-0 the score here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Right you were, Kibby. I'm not hearing a whole lot of whistles that last few minutes by either team, and they're just letting the girls play right now, and I'm liking this so far. Rogers is doing an excellent job of keeping her team in it right now. I know they're up 1-0 right now, but any other goalie I've seen right now, it'd be 3-1 Bulldogs, but she is making excellent stops. I'm loving her thinking so far, and she's really trying to do all in her best to keep this a 1-0 affair in favor of her team.
Okay, 1 minute left here in the first period, as the Foresters are looking to get something going and the Bulldogs are looking to take any momentum into the second period. Von Ruden has it, 3-on-2 developing. Shot from Von Ruden and another save by the goaltender Rogers, who's been playing out of her mind this whole entire weekend.
She is playing like the Great Wall of China right now. Nothing is getting past her right now, and the Bulldogs are just trying to strategize. How are they going to get it through her 5-hole? Right now, Rogers is making a few excellent stops right now. Bulldogs have had great planning, but unfortunately just not well enough execution for Jock Rogers.
Foresters won the faceoff. 45 seconds here left. O'Sullivan pushes it back up to Pertowski. Pertowski couldn't get through with it as Von Ruden tries to take it away, tied up between the states. Pertowski's the one with it now, can't push it all the way in. She has it again with the turnover in neutral zone, back and forth. Pertowski tries to slide it over to Belan. Belan couldn't get it. Foresters have it now. Plager goes down on the half wall. Von Ruden gathers the puck. 20 seconds remaining here. Foresters trying to head to the intermission with the lead. Bulldogs trying to tie it up, and Rogers comes way out of her net to get a save.
Like that right there. She didn't have to dive to try to make the stop right there. She could have just said here to one of her teammates, listen, you take it, I'm still going to guard the net, and I'm still going to stand my ground right here and now. But she didn't. She just put her body on the line, made the stop, and now it's a face-off.
15 seconds remaining. Garliotto with a shot, and it sends wide over the top of the goaltender Rogers. 10 seconds now and counting. Bulldogs looking for one final push in front. They get a shot and a save. And a goal! Trembray with the goal in front, and that's going to tie this game up with 4 seconds left in the first period, 1-1.
I love this so far, Kibby. Better late than never by both teams. You got the Foresters, they scored late before the Bulldogs fully got all their girls onto the ice, and now you see the Bulldogs just tying the game against the Foresters before we head into intermission to go to period number 2. I'm liking this so far. Better late than never. No quit in either team. I'm liking this so far.
Time will wind down here as the Bulldogs won the face-off, and we will head to the first intermission with the score tied at 1. Both teams score an even-strength goal here. Bulldogs coming late with 4 seconds left on the clock, and we're going to head to the intermission. Trey, do you have any final thoughts for this first period of action?
Well, I'm liking the play from both teams, as I just said a few seconds ago. They are playing until the final horn, the final whistle, whatever the case might be. You see the Bulldogs, they just scored late in the period number 1, and you see the Foresters, even though it's counted as an even strength goal, in my opinion, the Bulldogs still didn't get all their girls onto the ice right there, and that was great by the Foresters just to collapse the defense right there and score at the last possible second before the Bulldogs got back to full strength right there. And for the Bulldogs right there, just scoring on the last few seconds just to tie this and get the momentum going into period number 2. I'm liking this so far from both teams. I think we're in for one heck of a ride for periods number 2, period number 3, and so on.
So we will end this first period with the score being 1-1 here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Scores even and playing great hockey here. We'll be right back on WVAC Adrian 107.9 and the Adrian College TV YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and now TikTok. Make sure you check us out. We'll be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Score 1-1 here as Adrian is taking on Lake Forest at home. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome to the campus of Adrian College. I am Gabriel Schrei. Alongside me is my color commentating partner and good friend Ian Went. Tyler DeWitt is here in the booth with us. Megan Abbey engineering today's game here on site. And the Bulldogs are here for homecoming. Today should be a great day for Adrian College athletics and Adrian College football.
Bruiser, class of 1983 for football, 1991
football first from the 25. It's 1st and 10. Taking the give, Yaki throws it right side.
Yes!
Bulldogs get the football! Rumbling. West. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up away. This one will find its way through the uprights. Okay, it's 32-29 here on the campus of Adrian College. Up away. This one is so good. Adrian College wins the football game. Adrian College wins the football game. They're storming the field. Who can blame them? 32-29 is the final score. What a moment. What a special way to wrap up homecoming's festivities here on Saturday.
So I'm here with Robbie Ginther, defensive tackle and long snapper for your Adrian College Bulldogs. How's it going today, Robbie?
It's going good, man.
You ready for the game today?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you looking spiffy. I like this little get up you got going.
You gotta look nice for the fans.
So the first question I got for you is, how has Adrian College football impacted your life?
It's impacted my life a great deal. Basically came here, it's given me a great group of guys to hang out with and hopefully develop friendships after we graduate.
And then the second question is, you're in accounting, right?
Yes.
So where is that going to take you after you're done here at Adrian College?
So right now I'm hoping that my accounting career will take me to a big firm, and then hopefully eventually I can move into working for a sports franchise.
Okay. Any industry, sports industry or franchise that would be your dream goal?
Detroit Lions would be.
The Detroit Lions. How would you do that?
Gotta work hard.
And I'm not saying how would you do it, why would you want to do that?
Hey, man, I've always been a Lions fan, unfortunately. It's football, so.
That's rough. Is there any other people that you'd like to shout out during this interview that has helped you along during this whole process to get you to this point in your life?
Most definitely. I just like to thank my family and my friends. Even when times are tough, they always pick me back up and keep me going. So.
And that is Robbie Ginther, Adrian College Bulldogs.
We have everything we need. We have everything we need.
In this video, we're going to talk about Net Classroom and how to view your schedule online. We'll also talk about how to check out the undergraduate catalog and view with the graduation requirements. First, you're going to log into OneLogin. Then open up Net Classroom and familiarize yourself with the tabs. Use the registration drop-down menu and select your name, schedule. Note that you can also view your schedule in grid mode. Make sure you select the correct semester on the sidebar. When viewing things for the curriculum, you'll want to go to adrian.edu and click on the tab Academics. Use the drop-down menu to select Undergraduate Catalog. In this catalog, you can also find your major and how your core classes are set up. And this will be the catalog you use to check out graduation requirements. It's on page 32. And and also view what kind of distributions you will need to graduate. They appear on the screen as follows. If you have any further questions, you can always ask your advisor during Welcome Week or throughout the year. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
We were floating down the river in your red canoe. You were laughing at my stories, oh, back from my youth. Yeah, and I remember thinking to myself that you were the one. Oh, you were stunning, you were loving.
members of the Adrian College family, the incoming class of 2023.
Oh, that one time on the West Coast in the dead of night, we were watching cruise ships gently pass us by. Oh, and I remember gazing at your face in that starry light. Oh, thinking life don't get much better than a night like tonight. 'Cause there was no one else I wanted to see. There was nothing else I wanted to do. There was nowhere else I wanted to be than sitting oceanside with you.
Welcome back to Arrington Ice Arena here on the campus of Adrian College as we have number 6, the Adrian College Bulldogs going up against the Lake Forest Foresters here in the second period of action. 20 minutes up on the board, 1-1 the score in favor, or tied up really, as we're off here to start the second period and the Foresters win the face-off. Pinned along the half wall in front. Mitters there on the half wall right in front of us in front of the penalty box here. White down there going after it. Grundon was down there as well. She's the one with it now as she kicks it with her boot and keeps it in front of her. Sent down along the far wall against the Foresters. They grab it. Great play there by Bates, the defensewoman from Northville, Michigan, as it heads in. Grundon with it. Pinned along in the far side corner. Tries to send it into the slot. Can't get it there. Trey, what did you think about that first period of action?
It was pretty much dead even by both teams. The shots on goal differential was not big at all. The block shots, even the penalties, Kib. It's dead even. It's really much give or take anyone's game so far, and that's what I'm liking from both teams, and I think the fans are getting their money's worth. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I should have paid to enter. What did you see? Anything I missed?
No, I think you got it all covered right there as Belan sends it back over to the captain, O'Sullivan, and she sends it cross-ice pass to Perkowski, and Perkowski's going to head in, try and beat the icing. She does. Waved off. It's sent behind. In front, nobody there. Foresters tried to keep it in as Riley tries to push it in, goes out of the offensive zone, sent back to O'Sullivan, and she's in the defensive zone trying to clear it out. She sends it up to Belan. Belan has it. Pushes it forward over to Perkowski. Perkowski pushes it into the offensive zone, but they're offside. Von Ruden's going to go for a change here. Bring on a new skater. Fresh legs here. 18-20 left here in the second period of action. 1-1 the score on the Adrian College Sports Network. streaming on the Adrian College TV YouTube channel, as well as WVAC Adrian 107.9. Garliotto tried to push it out, couldn't do it, and the Bulldogs lose the puck as it heads in with the Foresters. Foresters send it behind Yandova, where O'Sullivan is, to push it back over to Riley. Chambry already has a goal today. She scored the lone goal for the Bulldogs, as O'Sullivan has it again. Sends it cross ice where Grias tips it, and Chambry's going to grab it here, try and deke it in. She's offsides, and they're going to get a whistle here for offsides as she was trying to get back on the other side of the blue line. Couldn't do it in time, and we'll get a neutral zone faceoff.
On that last possession right there, it looked like one of the Foresters lost their stick in the air by a Bulldog player. Surprised that there was no penalty assessed, but I guess the refs didn't see it. But it goes to show you the heart that both these teams are having right now and what's on the line.
Bulldogs win the faceoff, dump it into the offensive zone, and the Foresters are going to recover it here and head down with it. Foresters have it, pushing in. Fanning had it, but it's sent away by Anderson. At the point, Foresters have it again. That was from Trapp. Trapp pushed it up to McGloth. And Trapp has it again. She has it, dumps it in. McGloth with it. Trapp and McGloth. Shot in Yandova with a save on the chest protector. Great save there by Yandova with 17-16 left.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. A goalie has to make a half a dozen stops right there. That was a great stop by Yandova. Rogers is also playing her heart out as well. Can't forget about her. We were raving about her in the first period right there. Yandova is doing a good job. I don't think we're giving her enough credit for tonight's game. But I'm liking what I'm seeing by both goalies. Both goalies do not want either team to score a goal. Their mentality is, if you want to score a goal on me, I'm going to make you earn it.
Mitter has it. She tries to push it out of the zone. Can't do it, as Bates has to grab it behind the net of Yandova. She has it. She pushes it over to Grundin. Grundin pushes it up to Mitter. Mitter pushes across the center line, dumps it in, and Rogers will come out, play it with a stick, and give it up to her teammate, where White was down to try and take it away and get a stick lift and push it through. But they're going the other way, crossing the center line for the Foresters. This is going to be in front, pinned along the half wall. Yandova's going to get a cover here on the side of the net, and we'll get a whistle.
The stick can break up a play, and it did so right there. Close to being a tripping call, but that was great by the Bulldogs just to interfere with Forrester's game plan of trying to go behind the net and try to score on Yandova. The poke check just interfered with the Forest player right there, and I like it.
Face off down on the glove side of Yandova. Bulldogs are able to win it. Sent up to Beland, and Trapp takes it. Shot and a save by Yandova, another big one. She's been playing great here to start the second period with 16:25 left on the clock here.
She has to stand tall and strong right there, and she did so right there to make a great stop.
Bulldogs sitting at 14-2-3 on the year, number 6 in the country. The Foresters 10-8-1.
I like that all of our hockey teams are doing so well so far, Kibby. I'm liking this effort from all the respective hockey teams, whether it be women's, men's, whatever the case might be.
Bulldogs have it now, trying to send it cross ice. Trapp intercepted it and took it away, as Edmondson pushes it down behind the net where Yandova covers it and gives it off to her teammate, Grundin. Grundin pushes it back over to Bates. Bates tries to clear it, can't do much with it. Von Ruden tries to clear it again, intercepted, but she's going to grab it and head the other way with it. Taken away again by Edmondson, and Edmondson with a shot and a save by Yandova.
I'm seeing a lot of direct hits and strikes right now, Kib, by both respective teams. But if I know I sound like a broken record when I say this, both goalies are doing one heck of a job right now.
They are here with 15:55 left in this second period. Yandova's been playing great here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Matt Kibbe joined by Trey Matthews and our top cam operator, CJ Wade. O'Sullivan has the puck and she clears it down where Garliotto's going to have to race for it. Pushes, slides, can't get it, and we'll have an icing.
Also want to give a shout out to Carly Casto right now, working really hard.
Yeah, she's awesome for this. Just for Arrington in general, she does everything involving the scoreboard. She's also one of the statisticians for the men's ACHA D1 team. I rely heavily on Carly, as she does a great job here at the rink.
She helped me with the stats pregame right now because I was confused on to who scored last night's affair.
Garliotto has it now as she crosses over center ice. Heading down is Chambry with her. She takes a shot and a save by Rogers off the blocker couldn't get it going there as O'Sullivan is going to regather in the neutral zone ice. She pushes up to Gagliardo. Gagliardo takes the deke and gives it off. Back to Riley. Riley to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan up to Gagliardo. Gagliardo with it. Tries to push it over to Grias. Can't do much with it. So everybody stays on side until the Foresters take it away. O'Sullivan with it now in the defensive zone. She pushes it up to Grias. Grias pushes it over to DeVersa. DeVersa has it. Takes a shot off the side in front, and Rogers is going to get a save and a cover with 15:05 left here in the second period.
Again, great planning, but not good enough execution by the Bulldogs. Trying to get on the breakaway right there to try to get it past his Rogers 5-hole, but to no avail right there. And it was a great defensive effort by the Foresters just to interfere with it.
Caderet was there for the faceoff. She won it and sent it back to O'Sullivan with some help from Miller. Another shot wide on the glove side of Rogers, and Caderet is with it. She sends it back and intercepted by Trapp, the defensewoman for the Foresters. Down where Miller's at, she gets it, and O'Sullivan has to come up. She takes a right at it, and it misses wide. Miller's going to grab it and try and push it up back to the point. Foresters take it away. Foresters heading down with it. Simon over to McLaughlin, and John Dova is going to get a cover here with 14:33 remaining. 1-1 the score here on the Adrian College Sports Network. I'm Matt Kibbe, joined by Trey Matthews. You're tuned in on the Adrian College TV YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe there. And if you're listening in on the radio, you're tuned into 107.9 Adrian, WVAC.
Played about 5.5 minutes right now, and neither team is giving an inch.
Shepard has the puck. You're right, we're tied up at 1 here. Trapp has it in the offensive zone and sent back the other way. Miter goes after it, pushes it in, and Trapp has it now for the Foresters, sent up across ice. She gets it again at center ice from a relay pass from a teammate, and she heads in all alone, pushes up in front and shot, and it went wide on the blocker side of Yandova, and the Foresters still have it, but now the Bulldogs trying to clear out the zone. White with it. Cross ice pass to Mitter. Mitter dekes in front, hell alone, shot, a save by Rogers. Everybody in front of the net trying to push it in. Can't do it as Buchanan comes in, and the Foresters are able to get it back and at least slow things down. Anderson has it now at the point. Sent over to Prokowski. Player loses her stick, and it's going to head out as the Foresters go the other way with Davis. She pushes in, goes in, shot, and another save by Andolva, who thought about playing it, but we're going to get the whistle here. Cam with a great shot for the Foresters on a quick developing play here with 13:38 left.
Remember how I said neither team is giving an inch? Case in point right there. That was a great opportunity for both teams to try to make this a 2-1 respective affair, but those were great stops by both of their respective goalies. I'm liking this so far, and you know what? I'll make my prediction later because it's still pretty early in the game, and we still have a lot of game left.
Deland has it. She sends it up to Von Ruden. Von Ruden tries to tip it in. Player almost falls back on her skates, but she was able to regain control. Prokowski has it now in the offensive zone. Back and forth game here. Great play by Prokowski to try and keep it in to no avail as the Foresters send it the other way. Bates has it. She's going to send it back in and hits off the referee there, and Bates has it in the middle of the slot. Can't do much with it as it's sent out. Grundon has it and pushes it over to Prokowski. Prokowski sitting back with it, back over to Grundon. Grundon has to poke at it to get a stick on it. She's going to settle back, crosses over center ice as Prokowski has it and dumps it in. She pushes it along on the point, and it's sent down into the far side corner as Belan's going to have to go after it. Belan pins the player up against the half wall, and the Foresters are going to take it the other way. Long cross ice path over to Bellamo. Bellamo crosses over center ice and decides to shoot it right on Yandova in front of the net. She's going to decide to play it, and instead will take the cover here with pressure from Gieber.
It's better to be safe than sorry, and Yandova had a smart idea right there. She was going to pass it off to Bates, and Bates was going to try to go on the attack, but Yandova said, no, I'm just going to hold on to it. Let's be safe, and let's just lead this to a face-off and try to win it and take it on the attack.
12:30 left here in this second period, almost halfway through this game. Tied up at 1, and a nice play there to try and put it into the slot, but nobody there to help out the Foresters and get a shot on goal. Sent along the half wall, wrapping around the net. Chambry and Riley go after it. Riley's the one that grabs it and sent it up to Grias. Grias takes a shot in the glove, save by Rogers with 12:15 remaining. Shots in favor of the Bulldogs by 2, 17-15.
Yeah, Rogers saw that shot coming a mile away. That's why she stood up previously. She projected what the angle and the distance and how fast the puck would be coming. That's why she stood up so early. I'm liking her smarts right there.
Bulldogs win the face-off. Is back at the point. Gallardo sends it behind the net where Chambry's at. Grias sends a shot on just the side of Rogers, but it misses high and wide and goes to the opposite side of the ice in the far corner. Bulldogs working right to left on your radio dial if you're listening on WVAC Adrian 107.9 FM. And a stick battle in front in the offensive zone. Grias wins it and keeps it in. Chambry has to go after it, can't get to it as Trapp grabs it for the Foresters. She's been playing a fantastic weekend this whole entire two-game set as we're almost halfway through in this second period. Riley has to go after it as it's down behind Yandova and the goaltender behind the net. And it's taken away there by Trapp. Trapp has it, she sends it up, she's at the point. And instead, McLaughlin has it instead and takes it away and sent over as DeVersa is going to grab it and head in on the attack. Rush happening here. She settles down and slows everything up, sends it in front of the slot and misses wide as the shot came from Barrett. Barrett is down there. Cataret on the ice as well with O'Sullivan. Barrett had it, take a shot, missed wide. Miller down there now, and Cataret has it. She sends it over to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan takes a high shot, slap shot that missed way high. Barrett keeps it down and pushes it back behind the net. DeVersa coming over to help out with Miller, and now it's going the other way. Stubbs has it. She pushes it in behind the net where there's a little bit of help but not much going on, and Yandova's going to get a cover here with 10:40 left in the second period of action. 1-1 the score.
We're almost halfway done with period number 2, and it's still dead even in every stat category you can think of, whether it's the shots on goal, the penalties, the block shots, whatever the case might be. It's still pretty even or pretty similar by both respective teams right now.
Foresters had possession of that face-off, but it's taken away by Shepard, who sends it into the neutral zone ice, and the Foresters regather and head back in. Sent down, Buchanan has to go after it, and it's pinned up against the half wall, sent back into the slot for the Foresters. This is going to be Gieber. Gieber has it back. She pushes it across the ice to Bellamo. Bellamo back to the point where Trapp was at, couldn't get it, and Mitter has a great poke check and has to chase after it with a little bit of help coming in from White. Back behind the net, Buchanan has to go after it on the side wall with Edmondson up against her. Miter has to go with it, grab it. Buchanan back pestering Trapp. Trapp is the one with it. She pokes it away. Edmondson has to hit it off the half wall. Can't do much with it as it pushes across to Gieber. Gieber pushes it over to Bellamo. Bellamo with it. Perkowski down there with her. Barrett over to Shepard. Shepard has it, sends a long pass up to Belan. Misses, goes right through her. Perkowski's the closest one to it. Can't get much on it as Trapp is still on defense. Von Ruden comes in and grabs it for the Bulldogs. She goes behind the net, sends it in front of the slot. Nobody there to poke it in, and the Foresters will be able to push it away from their goaltender, Rogers. But the pressure is still on by the Bulldogs as Perkowski's going after it. Stick lift in front. Pokes it down over to Bates. Bates back over to Perkowski. Perkowski down to Bellamo. Or Bellaland, my apologies there. And a shot comes from Von Ruden at the point and a save by Rogers with 9 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the second period. Over halfway through this game now, Trey.
Yes, you're right, Kibby, and yet it's still 1-1. And like I said just a few minutes ago, the stats are pretty much dead even by both respective teams. I'm liking this so far. The Foresters, they lost the game 3-1 last night, but they didn't hold their head down low. They're coming out and fighting, and they're telling the Bulldogs, listen, you're not about to sweep us this weekend without a fight. We're not going down without a fight, and I'm liking this effort from both teams. The Bulldogs are saying, listen, we're ranked for a reason, and we're coming out to show you, and we're not going to make it easy for you when you come into our barn of Arrington Ice Arena. I'm liking this effort by both teams,
Foresters have it now, and they're heading across center ice. There's a lot of pressure down in front, but it's taken the other way, and a shot and a save by Yandova. The shot came from Fanning, and she's going to be the one with the puck now as Grias comes in, takes it away behind the net, and now it's going to be sent up to Gagliardo. Gagliardo tries to push it away, and he can't do it. Davis there, or apologies, Dean, and Yandova's going to get a quick cover and ability to hang on, and some extracurriculars happening down in front of Yandova. She stays on top of the puck.
Yeah, just some words being exchanged by both respective teams because their efforts are at an all-time high. The refs are there to break it up. I don't think any penalties will be assessed right then and there. So refs break it up, and I think they're just going to get back to the play of the game.
8:29 left here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We're streaming on Adrian College TV YouTube channel as well as on WVAC 107.9. I'm Matt Kibbe, joined by Trey Matthews, and our top cam, CJ Wade, doing a great job as always.
She is doing a great job.
Bulldogs looking to set up a play here down in the defensive zone, 8:29 remaining, and Buchanan's going to come in and take the face-off. Foresters win it, but it's taken away quickly by Mitter. Mitter heading down with speed across into the blue line, into the offensive zone, takes a shot, misses wide. Now it's behind the net. Down on the far side, or the near side corner, and sent back up to Riley. Riley has it, she dumps it back over to White. She regains possession, and O'Sullivan has it over on the other point near the Bulldog bench. She takes a wrister, misses high over the shoulder of Rogers on the glove side. Riley has it, and they're considered offsides as she just couldn't keep it on the blue line and let it get out just enough for sweepers to blow the whistle.
That happens sometimes. You just think you're in the zone right there, and unfortunately you take the puck with you outside the zone. You couldn't reset right then and there. Now we're going to get ready for a face-off, and the Bulldogs are going to look to try to win the face-off and try to go on the attack again and try to make this a 2-1 affair with about 8 minutes remaining.
Bulldogs won the face-off. O'Sullivan decided to send it into the offensive zone, and Buchanan couldn't keep it in as it's heading the other way with Simone. Simone has it. She sends it back, hanging on to it along the half wall. O'Sullivan, both the 15s going after each other on the half wall. Riley comes down. It's sent in front, hits high, and it's not going to hit off the netting as play will continue here. Puck sent over in front of the slot, sent wide on Jandova, and Jandova's going to get a save, and the Bulldogs will recover and try and get out of the zone. They can't do it yet. Slap shot comes from the point, hits off of O'Sullivan, who's been blocking shots like a maniac this whole entire weekend. Buchanan has it. She's going to cross over, gets out of the defensive zone, trying to push, and another hit comes from White. White on it. Trapp takes it away. Been playing great all weekend as well, and Buchanan has it now, and she's going to be the one that tries to send it in. Great pressure here by the Foresters, as Mitter is finally able to send it into the offensive zone for the Bulldogs to get a change. Great shift by the Bulldog defense there with 7 minutes remaining here in the second period of action.
The shots on goal differential is by 1. Adrian College is leading 19-18 in that category. Score is tied 1-1 for a reason, folks.
Sent in front, and it's taken the other way, and it's going to be sent the length of the ice. This should be a icing, and it will be, as Barrett is the first one to the puck. Here with 6:40 left, 1-1 the score here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Yep, Yandova requested for an icing from the ref, and the ref granted to her. So right here, we're going to get ready for a face-off in the Forester zone right here, and the Bulldogs are looking to remain on the attack. Both teams have been on the attack for a reasonable amount of time, but can't make anything out of it as it's still tied 1-1.
Bulldogs win the face-off, and it was almost tipped in by Cataret, but couldn't do much there as the Versa's on the far side corner keeps it in, and she has it now, but the Foresters take it away, send it up to their teammate and linesman Simone. Simone heads in, takes a slap shot, and a huge save by Yandova. Almost tibbled out of her padding, but she was able to hang on here with 6:23 left.
I know both goalies have to be sweating bullets right here because they've had to make a lot of great stops, and that was another one right there. Yandova, it looked like she bobbled it at the end a little bit, but was able to hold on to it and lead to a face-off.
It's been a great game here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We've had a great weekend with the men's varsity hockey team getting a sweep over the same Lake Forest Foresters, and the Bulldogs on the women's side are looking to do the same here, but it's going to take one goal here to break the tie with 6 minutes left in this second period of action. Barrett has it now as Yandova left it for her. She sent it over to Anderson, and Anderson back up to Perkowski. Perkowski to Von Ruden to Belan, and Von Ruden is the one that takes it away there. Shot hits off the leg of Dean, and the Bulldogs looking to put the pressure on here as Perkowski's down there. 50 seconds left here in this second period as Gieber heads in, decides to dump it where Anderson will go and grab it. Foresters go for the change, get some fresh legs on the ice, and it's sent up to Perkowski. Perkowski gives it off to Von Ruden. Von Ruden up to Umbalan. Umbalan heads into across the offensive zone. She's all alone, takes a shot, no, hangs onto it, and then a shot blocked by Dean again off the leg and pushed up by her to Trapp. Trapp over to the player Cam. Cam heads in, Bates with it now as she plays stellar defense and grabs it. Chambry over to Gagliardo. Gagliardo crosses over the blue line, playing great coming from Lindenwood University, the D1 NCAA hockey team, where she had tremendous stats and decided to come down here to Adrian on the transfer and has been playing great ever since.
Speaking of Liberty University and their D1 team, they are coming down next week into Arrington Ice Arena to face the Bulldogs, the women's D1. I'll be on the call for that game. Tune in, it's a big weekend.
Gagliardo has the faceoff, takes a shot, misses on the glove side wide, That would be on the right if you're watching from ACTV on YouTube. And another save by Rogers as the shot came from Grundon here at the point, and she's been playing great here with 4:55 left in this second period of action.
She has. Both goalies have been just playing excellent and stellar for their team so far. Goalies can be players of the games, and for me, both goalies are my players of the game so far. I know we still got plenty of time left, but they've just been playing one heck of a show right now.
Heading along the wall is number 7 for the Bulldog, or for the Foresters. That was Fanning, but it's taken away by Grundon. Grundon sends it into the far side corner. Gallardo comes over and tries to play it and can't do it. Gruden sends a shot. Grias with a shot and a save by Rogers in front. Good opportunity there for something to develop as Trapp is heading down with it. She has it, looking to get something going. Cross ice pass, tipped away by Bates. Great poke check there by 47 and White, as White grabbed it instead for the Bulldogs and sent back behind the net, where Bates will have possession of it, and the Foresters go for a forward line change, send in Buchanan. I don't know if she got a stick on it, and she didn't, and we'll have an icing call here with 4:07 left.
Right now I'm seeing a lot of icing calls so far, Kibby, and like we said, there's only a handful of them called in the average hockey game, but right now we're seeing a lot of them. I think it's an effort by both teams just trying to stop play of the game and try to reset right here.
Line has to stay on the ice due to the icing. Buchanan there with Mitter. Mitter back along the half wall to Grundon. Grundon tries to swipe it up front, and the Foresters have possession of it now, taken back where it's at, and it's Jimby tried to send it to the post, but Mitter takes it away and sent over to White on the far side. Bulldogs have it now. Bates over to Grundon. Grundon with it, tries to sweep it over. It hops over the stick of the defenseman, and White's going to grab it now and head into the offensive zone. She sends it back to Buchanan. Buchanan with a shot and another save by Rogers with 3:33 left here in the second period of action.
Great stop by Rogers to reset, and as the lines are coming in for both respective teams, it's just another reset right here. We have 3:33 remaining in period number 2. Neither team is giving an inch. I don't know what to say so far. This is a good game for both coaches. Both coaches' game plans are being executed to a T right here and now, Kibby.
Yeah, Bulldogs win another face-off. O'Sullivan took a shot, went wide on the far side corner, and now for the Foresters, Trapp has it with Versa pinned along right on the blue line as Miller has it. 2 goals yesterday, couldn't get one there as Cataret's going to have to grab it and push it away. Taken away there by Trapp. Great defense there by her. And another great play by Cam. And now the Bulldogs have it, and a shot off the leg pad of Rogers. Just nice and easy save there as O'Sullivan has it now. She sends it in. Couldn't get a tip from Miller in front of the net. It was sent wide. Riley down there trying to keep the pressure on. And DeVersa has to come in and do it on her own here. Cam is down for the Bulldogs, or for the Foresters, trying to get something going and get it out of the zone with help from Davis. Back over to Cam, and there's Trapp to grab it and head the other way with it. Approaching 2:30 left here in the second period. It's sent far down the ice, and we will get an icing as O'Sullivan is the first one there.
And another reset, Kib, for these players to regain their composure and grab their breath, because we've been playing a lot of hockey with very little whistle at one point and another, and neither team is making something out of it. As the score is still tied, they're just looking for something, just something to go their way for both teams, because they're like, we're playing hard, but so is the other team. How do we break them? What can we exploit their defense somehow?
Shot off the face-off, and a save by Rogers. Continue that thought, Trey.
Case in point right there. That was great planning, but just better execution by the Foresters right there. And right now the Bulldogs and the Foresters, they got to be frustrated because it's like, we're playing hard. We have a great game plan, but unfortunately they're just playing smart just as well. So this is what happens when an unbreakable object meets an immovable object. I think I said that phrase right.
Yeah, a little Isaac Newton out here on ACSN. 2:15 left here in the second period of action, and it's going to escape the offensive zone, and the Bulldogs will have to reset. O'Sullivan has it now, the captain for this team, 3-time All-American, looking to make it 4 this year, and I think she'll end up getting it. That'll be the first time in school history we have a 4-time All-American here at the campus of Adrian College, as she's the one with it now back at the point. Sent over to Riley. Riley has it. She dumps it back over for Perkowski. Perkowski sends it over to Umbaland, and now O'Sullivan with it, takes a shot wide, and it's going to hit off a Dean in front of the net, doesn't even reach Rogers. 25-19 are the shots in favor of the Bulldogs. Von Ruden with it, tries to swipe it in front, can't do it, and now Riley's going to take a big slap shot from the point. Rogers trying to get a cover, and she will. Wow, great play there by Rogers to get on top of that puck before a Bulldog could come and take it away.
It was a great play, and it was a smart play, too. Better to be safe than sorry, as I said in period number 1. Just cover it up, get a reset, get a face-off. Yeah, it may be in our zone, but a face-off is better than them trying to collapse our defense and possibly scoring. Because remember, both these teams will play until the final horn or the final whistle.
Slap shot from Shepard at the point, didn't even get it through, as Chembry, who has the goal today, had the opportunity to tip it in and couldn't do much with it. Heads in now for the Edmondson for the Foresters. She's in front. Andova had a puck come sliding in front of her. She's able to click it away to the other side. Barrett to Garliardo. Garliardo tries to get it out. Trap keeps it in. No, she doesn't. Grius grabs it. 2-on-1 developing here for the Bulldogs. Sent it long across ice. Shot in front and misses. The opportunity for Grius to poke it in to the empty net. Now the Foresters heading the other way with it. Edmondson over to Trap. Trap takes a deke. Edmondson behind her to help. Delayed call coming, and a shot and a save by Andova. And we're going to get a penalty here for tripping, as the Foresters will head to the power play with 48.3 left here in the second period.
And remember, even though that didn't count as a power play goal in period number 1, the Foresters were able to get a goal before Adrian Bulldogs fully got all their girls onto the rink. So, and this means that the Bulldogs are going to be short of a woman going into period number 3, which is crucial, unless the Foresters score right here and there. But still, you get back at full strength, but at the cost of a goal is never good.
2 minutes on the board, 44 seconds remaining in this game. The Bulldogs are able to get it clear, as they will take this penalty into the third period if nothing can happen in the next 35 seconds. Both goals today have been even strength goals, 1-1 the score here on the Adrian College Sports Network. I'm Matt Kibbe, joined by Trey Matthews, as Dean is heading in for the Foresters, looking to get one final push. And great play there by Grundon to push it away. Diversa tried to poke it and go on a breakaway, couldn't get to it. Von Ruden comes out of the defensive zone to poke it away, but nothing doing there. Foresters looking to get something going here with the last couple minutes, and that's a shot in front of Yandova with a huge save in front of the net to prevent a last-second goal here with 11.2 left on the clock.
The goalie from the Czech Republic is putting her body on the line right now. I'm liking this so far. We have about 1:23 remaining in this power play, 11 seconds remaining in period number 2. So right now both teams are just playing till the final horn, whistle, and I'm liking it so far.
Shot again from the point as the time is winding down. Bulldogs just waiting to hear that horn as Buchanan is hanging on to it now. And there it is. It will sound as the Bulldogs will enter the third period tied at 1, and they will be on the penalty kill for another minute, 12 seconds when the third period starts. Trey, any final thoughts?
Here are my thoughts. It was a very competitive period right here. Maybe you don't enjoy it as a fan, but you enjoy it as a coach right here because your game plan is being executed to a T by both respective teams. But like I said, the Bulldogs are playing hard and have a great game plan. The Foresters are playing hard and have a great game plan. It's just who can exploit just a minor weakness to try to make this a 2-1 and fair. Because at this point, Kibbe, and I really hope this doesn't jinx anything, it might be first team to 2 wins the game. That's how it's been going so far. And like I said, hopefully that doesn't jinx anything, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. It really does feel like that's what matters here as it's heading into this third period and final frame of action in terms of what's happening here. The score right now is 1-1 here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Matt Kibbe joined by Trey Matthews. We'll catch you on the other side of this break as we head to the second intermission with the score tied at 1. We'll be right back here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
to the campus of Adrian College. I am Gabriel Schrei. Alongside me is my color commentating partner and good friend Ian Went. Tyler DeWitt is here in the booth with us. Megan Abbey engineering today's game here on site. And the Bulldogs are here for homecoming. Today should be a great day for Adrian College athletics and Adrian College football.
Bruiser. Class of 1983 for football. Class of 1991 for field hockey and softball. Class of 2007 for baseball. Class of 2009 for softball. 2011 men's NCAA hockey team.
So Wisconsin Lutheran will get the football first from the 25. It's 1st and 10. Taking the give, Yaki throws it right side.
Yes!
Bulldogs get the football! He's going to try again. The away stands are rumbling. West. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up the way. This one will find its way through the uprights. Okay, it's 32-29 here on the campus of Adrian College. This one is so good! Adrian College wins the football game! Adrian College wins the football game! They're storming the field! Who can blame them? 32-29 is the final score! What a moment! What a special way to wrap up homecoming's festivities here on Saturday!
So I'm here with Robbie Ginther, defensive tackle and long snapper for your Adrian College Bulldogs. How's it going today, Robbie?
It's going good, man.
You ready for the game today?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you look spiffy. I like this little get up you got going here.
Gotta look nice for the fans.
So the first question I got for you is, how has Adrian College football impacted your life?
It's impacted my life a great deal. Basically came here, it's given me a great group of guys to hang out with and hopefully develop friendships after we graduate.
And then the second question is, you're in accounting, right?
Yes.
So where is that going to take you after you're done here at Adrian College?
So right now I'm hoping that my accounting career will take me to a big firm, and then hopefully eventually I can move into working for a sports franchise.
Okay. Any industry, like sports industry or franchise that would be like your dream goal?
Detroit Lions would be.
Detroit Lions. How would you do that?
Gotta work hard.
And I'm not saying how would you do it, like why would you want to do that?
Hey man, I've always been a Lions fan, unfortunately. It's football, so.
That's rough. Is there any other people that you'd like to shout out during this interview that has helped you along during this whole process to get you to this point in your life?
Most definitely. I'd just like to thank my family and my friends. Even when times are tough, they always pick me back up and keep me going. So.
And that is Robbie Ginther, Adrian College Bulldogs.
We have everything we need. Ooh, 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 ooh. We have everything we need. Ooh, 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 ooh.
In this video, we're going going to talk about Net Classroom and how to view your schedule online. We'll also talk about how to check out the undergraduate catalog and view the graduation requirements. First, you're going to log into One Login. Then open up Net Classroom and familiarize yourself with the tabs. Use the registration drop-down menu and select your name, schedule. Note that you can also view your schedule in grid mode. Make sure you select the correct semester on the sidebar. When viewing things for the curriculum, you'll want to go to adrian.edu and click on the tab Academics. Use the drop-down menu to select Undergraduate Catalog. In this catalog, you can also find your major and how your core classes are set up. And this will be the catalog you use to check out graduation requirements. It's on page 32. And also view what kind of distributions you will need to graduate. They appear on the screen as follows. If you have any further questions, you can always ask your advisor during Welcome Week or throughout the year. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
We were floating down the river in your red canoe. You were laughing at my stories, oh, back from my youth. Yeah, and I remember thinking to myself that you were the one. Oh, oh, you were stunning, you were lovely, yeah, you were fun. There was no one else I wanted to see. There was nothing
Faculty, staff, members of the Board of Trustees, friends of Adrian College, and students and friends over in the chapel. It is my great privilege to introduce to you the newest members of the Adrian College family, the incoming class of 2023.
We're back here at Arrington Ice Arena here on the campus of Adrian College. And Trey, what did you see after that first period, or that second period, as we're still tied up at 1 and the Bulldogs are still on the penalty kill, or on the penalty kill?
Well,
Sorry.
It's all right. It's just a lot's going on right now, Kibby, so I don't blame you. But the score is tied 1-1 for a reason. And right now, the Bulldogs are going to be short of a woman right here. Both coaches' game plans are being executed to a T right now, and that's why the score is what it is right now. So it's a matter of who can exploit just a minor mistake. And right now, the goalie's 5-hole feels like the size of an ant for both teams.
Foresters win the faceoff, and we're off here. 5 seconds already gone in this last period of action, as we're going to have another whistle and I believe a delayed call again.
We're just 12 seconds into the third period, and already we get a whistle, and we're going to get ready for another faceoff. And right now, the Bulldogs are just trying to waste as much time as they can to try to get back at full strength and prevent from Lake Forest getting deep into their zone. And that's what they do right there, is they just hit the puck down the rink.
Miller's able to be the one that clears it away, and now the Foresters will reset. Dean's the one with it as she grabs it and sends it up. Now sent over to Simon. Simon has it. Stick cleaning there, and a big shot. Miller came over and played some tremendous defense. Still 37 seconds remaining in the power play. We are 40 seconds into this last period of action. The score is still tied at 1. Both goals coming in the first period. One, the Bulldogs goal, came with 4 seconds left on the clock as a shot came from the point and missed. Saved by Andova. We're at the 19-minute mark here, and 18 seconds left on the penalty. And another save by Andova, as we'll get a whistle and a cover.
Listen, Kibby, we have 15 seconds remaining in this power play. And remember, in period number 1, the Foresters didn't score their goal until there was 0-0-0 on that penalty time. So they still got a couple more opportunities to do something and try to make this a 2-1 lead. 2
even strength goals to bring us to this point at 1-1, and 10 seconds remaining now on the power play. Shepard's going to be getting up and ready to get back on the ice and join the fray here. Sent in front. Couldn't get it away, and O'Sullivan gets a big clear there as the Bulldogs return to full strength, and Trapp's going to have to go down and grab it.
And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey right here.
Trapp has it now behind the net. She sends it off to her teammate, but it's going to be taken away there by Von Ruden with help from DeVersa. DeVersa and Von Ruden down there pestering the Foresters as Davis is the one bringing it out. Davis has it. She just dumps it in. She's going to go for a change, leave it for her teammates to go on the forecheck. Edmondson, the first one down there, but the Bulldogs have possession of it. Taken away by a weird, awkward pass that just didn't reach where it needed to go to, and now Chambry is going to head down. She has the goal today for the Bulldogs, as Dean has it now for the Foresters. Dean was also the one credited with the goal for the Foresters, and they are both the ones that have made this game 1-1, and we've been in a stalemate ever since with both goaltenders playing out of their mind as Rogers gets another save.
And like I said at the end of period number 2, and I don't want to jinx anything, but first team to 2 might just end up winning this game here, Kib. That's the last time I'll say it.
Bulldogs win the faceoff there as Mitter was on the half wall trying to get possession of it, sent back to Barrett. Barrett takes a wrister and is going to miss wide on the glove side of Rogers. Anderson has it. She sends it down to White. White down to Mitter. Mitter with it on the corner on the near side. She pokes it back over to White. White slides it on over to Anderson at the point. She takes a slap shot, misses way wide on the blocker side, and Bulldogs just trying to keep up the pressure here with 17:25 remaining in this final period of action. I'm Matt Kibbe, joined by Trey Matthews. You're listening to the Adrian College Sports Network. Our flagship station, Adrian College TV, is where you're watching the action. If you're watching the live stream on YouTube, if you're listening on radio, you're listening to 107.9 WVAC Adrian, but you already knew that. As the Bulldogs are playing great defense here and trying to get the puck out, and they will, as that is Miter who has it. She dumps it in for Chambry to go after it. She goes for a change. Bulldogs bring out some fresh legs. Roasters have it now, looking to get something going as it's sent wide. Chambry takes it away with a stick, knocks it down. Isn't the first one there, but tries to get some pressure as the Foresters dump it in and go for a change. 16:35 left here. Shot sent from the point, misses on the wide glove side of Yandova, and the Bulldogs will reset here, trying to get it out. Long pass up to Chambry. Chambry tries to poke it in. She does. Garliardo is going to be the one going after it on trap. The trap grabs it and heads in. And what were you saying there, Trey?
The Foresters had 24 shots on goal yesterday. They're already up to 24 right now. They're looking to extend it and possibly make it a 2-1 affair.
Bates has it out in that corner in the far side, and it's going to be sent long pass over to Pertowski. Pertowski takes a big hit, and that's going to be a whistle. And once the Foresters grab it, the whistle will blow, and the Bulldogs will head to the power play here with 16:01 left and 2 minutes up on the clock as Edmondson heads to the box, I believe, for body checking.
Yeah, easy call right there. Just got up under her skates and just did a barrel roll right there. And for the Bulldogs, this is a great opportunity. It's 5-on-4 hockey. You're in the power play. The Foresters are down of a woman, so try to capitalize on it right now because you may not get too many opportunities like this.
Correction, that call was tripping on Edmondson as the Bulldogs win the faceoff and are going to look to set up the power play. Buchanan with it, slap shot from the point. Von Ruden just a little too far. Couldn't get a stick on it to poke it into the net off of a juicy rebound off the pad of Rogers. Beland has it now. Umbeland with it. She sends it back up to Von Ruden. Von Ruden down to the point, over to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan dumps it behind the net where Buchanan is at to grab it and look for something to go. Player loses her stick. It was taken out of the hands of Trapp and Chambry over to Von Ruden. Von Ruden over to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan thought about taking a shot, didn't do it instead. She sends it down to Buchanan in the near side corner. On the half wall, Buchanan takes a hit from the back, and it's going to be pinned along that half wall by Umbeland and sent back to O'Sullivan, and we're going to get a whistle here, and slashing is going to be the call, and we will have 4-on-4 hockey here for a minute 14 as Buchanan heads to the box for slashing.
And like I said, they are so even strength that they get into the penalty box at the same time right here and now. So it's 4-on-4 hockey right now. The Bulldogs, number 8, Buchanan, will be in the penalty box for 2 minutes. And right now for the Foresters, Amelia Edmondson will be in the penalty box for another minute or so.
Minute 10 left on the power play, or the penalty to Edmondson. Bulldogs just starting it here as it's 4-on-4 hockey. Ice opens up a little bit. Both teams have a chance to show their speed as Grias heads in with Garliardo. Garliardo has to go after it, but Bates is the one that pokes it away. Davis has it now, sends it up to Dean. Dean crosses into the blue line, and we're going to get a whistle and an offsides, so we will have a neutral zone faceoff.
For keeping track at home, Edmondson is in the penalty box for another 50 seconds for tripping. Tried to go for a puck, but unfortunately her stick got underneath a player's skates. And Buchanan is in the penalty box for a minute 38 for slashing.
Faceoff's tied up in the neutral zone ice as the Verse is the one going after it on the hand of a Forrester. Going after it now is Dean. Dean down low with Fanning, but they can't get much going there as the Versa takes it away and heads the other way with it. Pushes it up to Miller. Miller crosses over the blue line. Down there with the Versa, sends a pass over and couldn't get the tip in as this game will stay at 1-1 here with 4-on-4 hockey. 20 seconds left here on the penalty to Edmondson in front. A shot from the point. Rogers with another big save in front of the net, and Anderson couldn't keep it in as 10 seconds is coming up here in the penalty to Edmondson. 57 seconds left on the penalty to Buchanan. Both in the boxes. We have 4-on-4 hockey here. 5 seconds left. The Foresters will end up on the power play for another 45 seconds here as Trapp has the puck. Edmondson heads speeding over to the bench to bring on the different attacker here. And another shot and a save by Yandova here with 13:52 left in this final period of action.
Albeit it's going to be for 39 seconds, but now the Foresters are in the power play, and they're going to look to try to capitalize. Yeah, you don't have much time in this power play, but in the first period, when they got their goal, they didn't have much time either. 0.0 on the penalty clock, so let's see what they could do right here.
Shot from the point, hit off the legs of Van Ruden, and the penalty power play is setting up here for another 25 seconds as the Foresters have it, passing it around, trying to find the open shot. Bulldogs trying to get a clear here as Van Ruden's down there pinned along the wall as it's taken in, almost the Michigan-type play. The Michigan known for the wraparound opportunity into the top shelf corner. Couldn't happen there as Yandova got a big save in front. Now it's behind the net again. Van Ruden just takes a whack at it and pushes it out. And this will end the penalty as Umbalan goes after it. Can't get to it first. And the Bulldogs return to full strength. Buchanan back on the ice. Was thinking about going to the bench but had to stay on to play some defense. And it's down where Anderson is at. And Buchanan comes back, grabs it, tries to push it out of the zone. Can't do much with it. Both players playing very physical. Davis and Buchanan, both the A's going after each other here with 12:55 left. Foresters trying to head in now. And another great play by White. Games in, takes it away, and we're going to get a whistle and a penalty here on Jacqueline White. Or correction, Buchanan's going to head back to the box after she just came on the ice. We'll wait for the call for 1 second. It's going to be a slashing again on Buchanan. So 2 minutes. We'll go back up on the board, and the Bulldogs will have a penalty kill.
Easy come, easy go. Buchanan checks back into the game for about a minute, and then she goes right back to the penalty box. This is a great opportunity for the Foresters as they now have a full 2-minute opportunity to try to capitalize on this power play, with the Bulldogs being short of a woman.
Bulldogs win the faceoff and try and get out of the zone. They end up getting it, but the Foresters take it back and head back the other way with it. Dean is the one with it. She sends it back to her linesmate. That's going to be Simon. Simon up to her teammate, Asphalt. Asphalt sends it up to Dean. Dean has it, sends it up on Grundon. Grundon coming down on the far side corner to try and do something with it. Fanning was down there. Another shot doesn't get through. Hits off of Miller, and DeVers is able to get it clear as that will kill some time. 30 seconds already gone in the power play for the Foresters. 12:15 left on the game clock in this third period. Not halfway through just yet, but getting to that point as we're going to have no icing called as Bates goes down there with Grundon. Grundon tries to push it out. DeVers is going to have to get to it. Can't do it, but it's outside of the zone. Davis will have to wait for everything to set back up, and she does, and she heads back in now. And she takes a shot, couldn't get through to it, and Bates has it, pushes it up, tries to get it out of the zone, can't do much with it. And the Foresters will grab it, head in, looking for a shot, can't get much, looking for anything they can, setting up the power play for another 55 seconds here in Arrington Ice Arena. 1-1 the score, shot on Yandova, couldn't see it, but she got it out of the back of the net. 11:35 left here in the game. Another shot from the point and a bigger save by Yandova as everyone was crashing on the net to try and push it in.
That almost went through Yandova's 5-hole, but like I said at the beginning of period number 3, the goalie's 5-hole at this point for both respective teams is the size of an ant because neither goalie is letting anything go past them.
Bulldogs get the face-off and send it the other way. 35 seconds left remaining on the power play for the Foresters as Roger comes out to play it. And the penalty kill unit has been playing great. For both teams all day, there have been no power play goals yet today as the Foresters are 0 for 4 and the Bulldogs 0 for 2 so far.
But that could change with the snap of a finger.
Beland's going after it where Dean's at to grab it for the Foresters and try and send it out to Davis. It's back at Dean's. Umbaland playing great defense, pressuring down in the offensive zone. Bulldogs return to full strength as O'Sullivan's on the ice. She sends it up to Buchanan. Buchanan decides to go right to the bench and get a new player. Grias is on the ice. Couldn't win there as we have a face-off. Trey, I want to take a look at something. It's a 1-1 here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Matt Kibbe, Trey Matthews here on the call. Can you tell us something that's really weird in this game? It's 1-1, but what are these teams averaging per game goal-wise?
Well, prior to yesterday's game, the Bulldogs were averaging about 4.53 goals per game, and whereas the Foresters were averaging about 2.79, close to 280 goals per game. And this is interesting because both teams' defenses are being executed to a T because neither team is at their average right now, albeit the Foresters are just a goal or two down from their average, whereas the Bulldogs are down by 3 of their average. So I'm liking both the teams' defense and effort so far.
Garliardo goes down. No call came in as O'Sullivan tried to hit it off the boards. Couldn't do anything. Garliardo grabs it again but loses it, and the Foresters have it now. Shot and misses wide over the blocker of Yandova, and the Bulldogs will reset, pushing it up to Grias. Grias has it. Deke in front, all alone, looking for a goal. Misses on the shot and a save by Rogers. Foresters have it. Trapp has it, looking to get anything going. Grias was all alone, and Rogers came up big with the save. 10 minutes left. We are halfway through this third period. The score is still tied up at 1. Anderson with it. Shot misses wide on the glove side. Belan's going to come down and grab it. She's looking for anybody with it. She slides it in front of the net. Schranberry wasn't there to do much with it. O'Sullivan sends it back down to the corner. Anderson's there. Sends a shot and a glove save by the goaltender Rogers, and we'll get a whistle. Wow, what an offensive attack there for the Bulldogs.
Again, great planning, excellent planning. Not good enough execution against the Foresters right now. Rogers is saving the puck as if her life depended on it, and I'm liking that so far. You love that as a coach. You love that as a teammate. She is keeping her team this game tied. Both goalies are doing an excellent job.
Shepard had it. She sent it down behind the net to Belan. Belan has it up to Barrett. Barrett looking for a shot. She takes it. It hits off of the legs of a Forester. This is going to be like heading in all alone on the shot. And Dondova with a huge poke check. And we're going to get a whistle. Here's a delayed call is coming, and Yandova will head to the bench as we're going to have a penalty here for hooking on, I believe it's going to be on the Foresters. No, it's going to be on Shepard as she heads to the box. O'Sullivan communicating here with the referee in front. 2 minutes up on the board here as the Bulldogs will head to the penalty kill. Once again, Foresters looking to get something going here with 9:19 left, 1-1 the score on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you stop skating and reach with your stick and pull on the player, you're going to the penalty box every time for a 2-minute minor for hooking.
Clear there for the Bulldogs as DeVersa tries to go after it. Can't get much going on. As a big play by O'Sullivan to go after it. DeVersa's down there all alone. She takes a shot and it misses over the crossbar of the goaltender Rogers. Couldn't get much going there as Dean has it once again. She pushes it up to her linesmate Fanning, and Fanning sends it in, and it's now wrapped around to the near side corner. Anderson has to grab it and send it out with Von Ruden pinned along the half wall. Von Ruden looking to be the only one there, trying to kill as much clock as possible. 35 seconds gone in the power play. Shot from Dean and another save by Andova. Shots in favor of the Bulldogs, 31-29. And it's going to clear the offensive zone for the Foresters, and that will help out with the penalty kill here as there's still 1:10 left in the power play. Foresters looking to set something up. O'Sullivan takes the pass that was haywire and missed wide, and she's able to clear it the length of the ice. Great job there by O'Sullivan. 8:20 left here in this third period of action. 1 minute left on the power play for the Foresters. Penalty kill unit doing great for the Bulldogs as they are looking for anything they can, maybe even take a shorthanded goal. 50 seconds now remaining as it's pinned along the far side half wall. Belan's going to try and keep it in the offensive zone. Decides to elect to pass it back to Grundon. Grundon over to Bates. Bates looking to just get it clear again, and she will. No, she will not. It's sent the other way back into the offensive zone for the Foresters. Still 35 seconds remaining in the power play for them. Bates has it, sends it back up to Trapp. Trapp takes a shot on Yandova, and she's going to get another save in front of the net.
7:48 remaining in period number 3. 30 seconds remaining in this power play for the Foresters. They have about 1 or 2 more opportunities to try to make something out of it. Otherwise, the Bulldogs will go back to full strength. We're back on 5-on-5 hockey, and both teams are back to even.
Bulldogs win the faceoff, and they're able to clear the offensive zone as we're 25 seconds away from being back at even strength hockey 5-on-5. 7:40 left in this period and the game. Bulldogs have it now. Buchanan's coming up to grab it. She dumps it into the length of the ice, near side corner on the glove side of Rogers. She's the one going after it now to try and keep it down there and keep the pressure on. 10 seconds left in the power play for the Foresters. They're going to try and get one final push, get into the offensive zone. Not going to be able to do it as Buchanan is pressuring them. 1 second left. Bulldogs return to full strength. Shepard back on the ice going after it. And another big save by Andova with pressure coming from number 13 for Lake Forest.
7:14, period number 3. Shots on goal is even, 31-31 for both respective teams. Yesterday, the Bulldogs had 40 shots on goal. Yesterday, the Foresters only had about 24 as well. So right now, they're dominating and doing way better. And I'm seeing a much better and more focused Foresters team.
What a great game we have for you here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Matt Kibbe joined by Trey Matthews here. With 7 minutes remaining in this game, we could be looking at overtime possibly, as both goaltenders have been playing on top of their game here as Gallardo has it, and she sends it back to the captain, O'Sullivan. She sends it down to Shembri. Shembri has the lone goal for the Bulldogs. Grius down there as well. Shembri has it again behind the net. Wraparound opportunity, and a save by Roger. I don't even know if she saw that. O'Sullivan has it now at the neutral zone ice. She sends it up to Galliardo. Galliardo dekes in front. She's alone with Shembri. Shembri alone with her. She pokes it in, couldn't get much behind it as it's taken away by the Foresters. Edmondson was the one that tried to clear it, couldn't do much with it. Shembri has it. She pokes it in front, hits off the stick of Roger in front now again, and another save in front of the net, and we'll get a whistle and a cover by the referee here as the Foresters are playing great defense down in the defensive zone.
We were getting a dog pile and a Forester pile up right there as both teams were you got one team just trying to get it into the net just a little bit, just to get it past Rogers, just so that could count for a goal. And you got Rogers and her teammates just also dogpiling on top of the Bulldogs just to make sure you're not getting the goal that easily.
6:18 remaining here as another face-off in the defensive zone for the Foresters. Not able to take it away and get it out. Now it's back at the point. Barrett with a shot from there. Couldn't get much of it as we're going to have another delayed call on the Foresters, and they will head to the box. I believe this call is going to be on the goaltender, Rogers.
Probably will.
Typically, that's the indication when the referee who called the penalty heads to the coach and figures out what's going on, and we're going to have a player automatically heading to the bench. Ashcraft is the one heading there to the penalty box. With 6:04 remaining, it's 1-1. The Bulldogs will head to the power play.
I'm not sure what the call was, Kip, but I think the refs just made it. I'm not sure. I think I missed it. But right now, all I know is we're back to 5-on-4 hockey, and the Bulldogs, this is a great opportunity for them to try to dominate. So right now, it looks like they're switching out girls for the penalty. Nope, they're putting 2 girls in the penalty box.
Looks like the Foresters, as we got 2 down in the box now. So it's going to be 5-on-3 hockey. Another player is heading to the box here.
This is a golden opportunity for the Bulldogs. You don't see 5-on-3 hockey too often for obvious reasons, but when you do see it, you have got to try to collapse the defense and try to score it near Rogers. I know Rogers has been playing dominant all game, but try to get deep into the zone, collapse the defense, and try to score it easily.
5-on-3 hockey here for 2 minutes. This could be huge for the Bulldog faithful. O'Sullivan has it. She sends it down to Galliardo. Galliardo sends it over to White. White taking their time. You have plenty of time here. 1:45 left on that penalty. Send in O'Sullivan, and a good tip there by Fanning to keep it out from going to an open net. O'Sullivan has it now. Another shot, and it goes wide. Rogers with a huge save. Rogers going to have to play and make up for the penalty called against her here as it's sent down to White. White to Van Ruden. Van Ruden with a shot, misses wide again. 1:25 left. All the pressure in favor of the Bulldogs right now as O'Sullivan has it. Takes a slap shot, and Rogers with another leg pad save. What a play there by both teams as O'Sullivan has it again. Sends it down to Galliardo. Galliardo over to Van Ruden. Van Ruden down to White. White back to Van Ruden. Tipped in front by Fanning. Van Ruden there. Great defense here by the Foresters as Van Ruden has it again. Back to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan looking for a shot. Takes it and it hits off the crossbar. And we're going to stay here at 1-1. But the Bulldogs still have pressure. White with it. Over to Van Ruden. Tries to tip it away. She has it again. Tips off of Fanning. And it's going to get out of the offensive zone as the Bulldogs will reset. Not waiting any time. Back on side, Van Ruden heads in, keeping all the pressure on. 5-on-3 hockey here. Back to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan over to White. White has it, takes a shot, and a save! Misses just on the other side of the post, and it's sent away as the Foresters are going to get it clear here. What great defense by the Foresters!
Oh my goodness, Kippy. This is just bad luck for the Bulldogs right here. You got a couple stops and you had a couple opportunities, but to no avail.
Shembri has it now. O'Sullivan's still on the ice. Back to Buchanan. Buchanan takes a shot and ripped in front, and it's going to get out of the zone again. What a penalty kill here with 15 seconds left on it. Buchanan heads in. 5-on-3 here. Shot and a save by Rogers. What a game we have here on the Adrian College Sports Network. O'Sullivan with it. Takes a shot, tipped in front. Couldn't get it. We're going to have a big hit down on Shembri, and Buchanan has it. And the Foresters return to full strength. Shot in front, save again. Another save by Rogers, and we're going to get a whistle.
Oh my God, Kibby. They had so many opportunities, but to no avail right there. And
another penalty is happening to the Lake Forest with 3:58 left. The Bulldogs will head back to the power play.
Okay, 5-on-3 hockey, that we don't see that too often, but if you have to play 5-on-3 hockey and you're the team that only has 3 girls on the ice, that's how you execute it to a T right there. You saw the Forsters just not give up and just swarm them like bees in a hive right there for the Bulldogs, making them uncomfortable. You saw Rogers make a couple great stops here and there. She made 3 great stops in a row at one point, and a little luck went her way as sometimes the puck just didn't get past her just by an inch. It's amazing right now.
Bulldogs back on the power play here for another minute 55 as the Foresters have an opportunity here, sent in front. Yandova to score!
Oh, my!
Short-handed goal for the Lake Forest Foresters, and they're going to take a 1-goal lead here, 2-1 with 3:48 left here in this last period.
Kibby, shorthanded goals can be like a strike of lightning. You don't know when they can occur, but when they do, they can be dangerous and devastating.
Wow, what a shorthanded goal there by Simon as we're going to head back to center ice, and we're going to have a timeout called. And, we need a break here on ACTV, so we're going to show you the new map. If you can go and look at it at adrian.edu/map. We'll be right back to score 2-1 here with 3:48 left and a minute 50 left on the power play for the Bulldogs.
So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, oh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, oh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. Done, I'll make you do it all again. So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh.
We hope you enjoyed the Adrian map. We had to take that break here as it's 2-1 here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Bulldogs are on the power play here, but the Foresters just scored a shorthanded goal to take a lead by 2, and now the Bulldogs are down. Back to O'Sullivan. The Bulldogs looking to set up the power play. Bates over to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan with it. Had an opportunity, didn't take the shot. Back over to Bates. Bates has it, whips on it, and it goes behind the net where White's at to grab it. White sends it up to O'Sullivan. Still a minute 40 left on the power play for them. Perkowski back to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan rips a wrister, and White was on the side. Couldn't get a shot in front as Grace is down there now as well. Bates has it at the point. She's going to look for somebody to give it off as the Bulldogs will reset here and slow everything down. White looking for a long pass, looking for O'Sullivan. She's going to get her in the slap shot. Misses on the glove side wide, just over at the elbow of the goalpost, and it's going to clear the offensive zone, and the Foresters will go for a change.
Bulldogs are still in the power play, 5-on-4 hockey. Try to capitalize and tie this game up.
Back down, Perkowski, O'Sullivan with it. She has it down over to Grias. Grias tries to push it in, and another save by Rogers, and this one's going to clear the offensive zone where Davis is going to go after it. Yandova comes way out of her net, passes it up to O'Sullivan. 15 seconds left here on the power play for the Bulldogs. Bates sends it up to Shembri. Shembri goes after it where Perkowski's at, and that's going to be called icing here with 2:49 left. And wow, this game is really coming down to the wire.
It has started to pick up in the latter half of period number 3, and that's when it matters most. You saw the Foresters, they just didn't give up on that 5-on-3 opportunity for the Bulldogs right there. And then when they got another girl into the penalty box, they didn't put their head down. They just said, okay, we could get a shorthanded goal. Went on the breakaway and capitalized on it. And unfortunately, Yandova couldn't make the stop on that last opportunity. So it's 2-1. And right now, the Bulldogs are running out of time and opportunities why is the clock winding down? They have to stop that. There's no play right now.
We'll figure it out as we will look here. And you're looking at our bench cam. You can actually see us. We're waving towards the bench cam right now up in the press box. Matt Kibbe here with Trey Matthews.
Hi,
CJ
Mom.
Wade over on the side. We're happy to bring you hockey here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Bulldogs have it here. Another 25 seconds left on the penalty here as Buchanan heads down and looks for anything she can. Buchanan back up to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan down to Von Ruden, and it clears the offensive zone as the Foresters are going to look to end this penalty with nothing happening. 2-1 the score. 5 seconds remaining on the power play for the Bulldogs. Looks like the Foresters are going to be able to clear as the Bulldogs will reset. And with under 2 minutes left here, we're getting down to that point where Yandova could be heading to the bench for an extra attacker. Shot sent high, and Roger is going to get a save from a high shot over her head.
Now, Kibby, pulling the goalie is always a risk because even though you do have more skaters on the rink, if you pull your goalie and your team and the opponent goes on a breakaway, it's just an easy goal right there. So
here we are, 2-1 the score, 150 left. Yandova is off of the ice. The Bulldogs have elected to pull her right now in order to get the extra attacker on there. Bates has it over to Grundon. Grundon takes a shot in front, sent behind the net, and now it's sent in front, a shot! It's into the cover, and Rogers is going to get a cover and a whistle, and there's 1:37 left here with 2-1 the score. Trey.
Protecting her net to a T right there. The Bulldogs had more skaters on the rink, and that looked like it was about to go in at the last possible second, but Rogers made a great stop. She is like the Great Wall of China right now. Nothing is getting past her.
2-1 on the Adrian College Sports Network. The Bulldogs have an extra attacker on the ice. It's 2-1, like we just mentioned. Thank you for tuning in as we are coming down to the waning seconds here of this hockey game. Women's varsity hockey here on ACSN. Bates has it. 2-1 the score, like we've been saying. It's just an all-around great game and happening. Miller has it, takes it away in the offensive zone. Back, looking for anything she can. Grias down with her, pinned along the half wall in the near side corner, approaching a minute left. We're at 70 seconds left in this contest. Mitter has it and sends it back to Diversa, and now Miller has it on the side, back to Bates. Bates has it, takes a shot, hits off of Gagliardo in front of the net, and we're under a minute. Forrester's trying to clear, looking for anything they can. Pass the play defense, shot, and a score!
Oh, man.
With 52.9 seconds left, the Foresters will extend their lead by 2 and make the score 3-1 here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Now, Kibby, I didn't work last night's game, but I think this is a reminiscence of what happened last night as you were on the call, because this is exactly what the Bulldogs were doing. Now the Foresters are up 3-1. The Bulldogs won the game 3-1 last night. This is reminiscent of what's happening yesterday, just for opposite teams.
Now the Bulldogs have it. They won the faceoff. It's the exact opposite of what happened last night, as Rogers is going to get another cover here with 44.4 seconds left. It was a 3-1 affair last night, the empty net score coming with 4 seconds, though, in last night's contest. Here we are with another chance for the Bulldogs. They have plenty of time if they want to try and get anything going. O'Sullivan, they still have the extra attacker on, as Yandova is back on the bench. Foresters have it again. We're approaching 30 seconds remaining. Looking for another goal to extend it up. O'Sullivan throws her stick at it and can't get much going as it's sent out of the offensive zone, or the defensive zone for the Bulldogs, where Umbalan's coming after it. Buchanan has to pin the bump against the wall. And they have it again. 19 seconds remaining. Looking for any final push. Looking for a miracle here at the Arrington Ice Arena. A shot and another save by Rogers. 13.5 remaining, and the Bulldogs really are just looking for anything here.
They're looking for the miracle on ice right here, but unfortunately, they only have 13.5 seconds remaining in period number 3. They would need to catch lightning in a bottle at this point.
Down on the blocker side here, approaching 10 seconds. We're at that point here. White down there. Forrester's just looking to hang on to it, and that out of here with a split in this series. O'Sullivan has it 2-1. Final buzzer sounds, and the Lake Forest Foresters have just upset the number 6 Adrian College Bulldogs by a final score of 3-1 in front of the Lake Forest faithful that made the trip here to Arrington Ice Arena. Trey, final thoughts on this game?
Well, they obviously just split it, and they just upset the nationally ranked Adrian College Bulldogs NCAA women's hockey team. And they played one heck of a game, not just tonight, but yesterday as well, because they kept it close throughout the entire game, but unfortunately the Bulldogs went on a late run yesterday to win the game. They came out with a vengeance. They came out with a game plan that was executed to a T. They made the Bulldogs look very vulnerable at times, especially during the 5-on-3 opportunity, and they were just like, you know what, you have an opportunity right here and now, but we're not going to let you have it. We're going to play, we're going to do whatever it takes to try to make these stops, and they did it to a T. And Lake Forest, even though they split the series, I think yesterday was a moral victory for them because they played hard, and also they just upset a nationally ranked team.
Yeah, it was an absolutely great series to be a part of here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We were able to bring you some great action. Yesterday, the Bulldogs won by a final score of 3-1 in the same format, getting an empty net goal in the last minute. And today, the Foresters do just what had happened to them last night as they win by a final score of 3-1 here on the Adrian College Sports Network. I want to give a huge shout out to our crew today. We had Megan Abbey doing B-roll for our final film at the end of the year. CJ Wade was here and operating Top Cam. Huge shout out to them as they're on the acrobatics and tumbling team, and they got a big win yesterday against Concordia, Wisconsin. I'm Matt Kibbe, joined by Trey Matthews. We thank you for tuning in on the Adrian College Sports Network. Again, final score here, the Lake Forest Foresters win 3-1 against the Adrian College Bulldogs, and that will do it for us here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in, and have a safe night, whether you're listening on the Adrian College TV YouTube channel or on WVAC Adrian 107.9.
When we were young
actually met in this class, in this studio. We were in TV and radio. One of the first times I spoke to him,